There's been some bad games over the years, and when I say bad, I mean bad. But look, we don't want to be too hard on game devs. It happens. Tight deadlines, controlling stakeholders, and sometimes just bad ideas. So we wanted to share just a few of our least favorite games of all time, just for fun. To protect the well-being of our Gamify employees, we've kept their identities hidden.
I'm Superman. Oh my God.
This is mainly so the Haze devs won't come for me. I mean us. Let's just start. First up, it's Haze, submitted by someone. Expectations were high from the developers that worked on GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, and Time Splitters, and everyone was excited to see what they could pull off on the upcoming next-gen console, the PS3. Now, I mentioned tight deadlines and controlling stakeholders in the intro, and this game was certainly a victim of that. The decision to build a new engine for next-gen and being kneecapped by a tighter than anticipated deadline meant everything was rushed and led to a game that was which was really disappointing considering it was being labeled as a Halo killer by everyone but the devs themselves.
Feeling good, buddy? You look psyched, hell, you look so good, I wish I was you.
Next up, we have Watch Dogs, submitted by Gamify fan favorite, Redacted. Watch Dogs ended up getting a mixed reception following its release in 2014. I asked Redacted why they wanted to put this game on the list, and they said what I think was a general consensus for this game: overpromised and underdelivered. Watch Dogs blew everyone away with its presentation at E3 2012.
Every citizen's darkest secrets will be at your fingertips. Think about it a second.
Few believed that sort of graphical quality was possible at the time. Turns out it wasn't. Next is Aliens Colonial Marines, submitted by renowned Gamify villain, Redacted. This game was originally supposed to be two games developed by two different developers, both published by Sega. What it ended up being was a hot potato no one wanted to touch. Gearbox Studios agreed to make the game while still developing the original Borderlands.
Have I got a story for you?
And with the success of Borderlands, obviously wanted to keep making those games. So they threw the hot potato to Timegate, who were famous for not much, and ended up throwing it back to Gearbox and back again, and both threw up and created the vomit that was Aliens Colonial Marines. Next up, we have Biomutant, submitted by Redacted's partner, Redacted, because apparently Redacted enjoys all games.
What the f*** is that?
Biomutant was one of the first games released on the PS5 and can probably be described in a single facial expression. It's just kinda... This is one of those games that isn't necessarily horrible in any areas, but isn't great in any either. And when you're excited to play some fancy new games on your fancy new console, I'm sure you'll be looking for something more than a shoulder shrug.
What? Where?
And lastly, we have Days Gone, submitted by Redacted, but since we're all friends here, you get to call them Redacted. This game is a controversial one. It certainly has a committed following, but considering how hyped the wider gamer audience were for it, it definitely didn't blow anyone away. Unfortunately, it's one of those games that just feels like another one of those games. But it was Sony's next big budget game following God of War, so those are some big shoes to fill. That's all for now. Don't forget to hit that blue like button if you liked the video and subscribe for weekly content. Got any games you're not a fan of? Want to send some hate mail to Redacted? Chuck it down in the comments. And as always, for more info about gamification, head to our website at gamify.com. See ya.